Welcome back to my pod. I am Dr. Arzoo Chhabra, and I am an organic chemistry tutor and a mindset coach. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about a very important topic, very close to my heart, because I used to get in those patterns a lot. So the topic is resistance, right? The topic is resistance to doing the things that you really want to do, um, or you have to do, but you cannot really do them, right? So I categorize resistance in two categories. One resistance is towards the things that you just don't like doing, right? For example, I just used to hate grocery shopping. Okay. I used to just not like it because it was such a waste of my time and energy. It never felt fruitful to be spending so much time doing grocery shopping. And um, so that resistance towards the things that feel like you don't really need to do them, right? Or you're not, or in other words, you're not really passionate about doing these things. Like they do not really bring you any kind of pleasure, or you're not really connected to them in that way, right? So then the other things could be doing your taxes, paying your bills, um, doing your finances, like really looking at your finances, like figuring out how much you should be spending. So, in other words, budgeting your money, um, really trying to be careful about where you're spending and how much you're spending and everything else. So, all of these are considered tasks, like busy work that you have to do, but you don't want to do, you don't have connection with it. And it's just busy work, right? And so it can be different for you, but then there's resistance in doing similar tasks. And then the other type of resistance sometimes also crops up when, for example, you really should be studying because you signed up for studying and you also like studying, but you're still observing that resistance. You still have that resistance some days to actually study. Some days you're just being too lazy, or sometimes you're just not in the zone. Sometimes you have a lot on your plate and you ignore some of the studying that you have to do, right? So, um, that resistance is towards the things that you're already passionate about, but there's still some hesitation towards doing that. So, in both the cases, I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing, right? Because this is not what a coach does, or not what they should ethically be doing, or it's not very effective to tell you what you should be doing to solve these problems. But I'm going to tell you something else that will help you solve your problem yourself. So, what I'm going to shine light on is the deeper psychology behind that, or the deeper underlying meaning behind that behavior of having resistance. And the deeper underlying behavior to having resistance towards some of the tasks is that you have an out, that you're not really connected to what you're doing, that you're totally okay if you don't get that or you don't meet your goals. You're totally okay if you don't pay your taxes. You're totally okay if you don't do your taxes. It's not going to be a problem. You're totally okay. You're going to be fine, or you're okay being a person who is in debt. You're going to be okay when all of that busy work is not done. And you're going to be okay if you don't make that grade. You're going to be fine. It doesn't affect you if you do not become a doctor. If you don't meet your dream goals, you're totally fine with that. This is what it really means. So now that you know the deeper implication, now that you know the deeper meaning of the resistance and you acting on the resistance which is showing up, meaning that you're being okay with not being the better version of yourself. You're being okay with not even trying to become the better version of yourself. And what I truly believe is, if you're afraid of trying, if you're even afraid of trying to do the things that will serve you in the future, or afraid of empowering your own self, afraid of even trying to empower yourself because it doesn't work, then when you have two options of trying versus not trying, I would highly suggest you might as well just try. And because I truly believe that when you try hard enough, you get what you want. You meet your goals. So anyways, because this is one of the common tactics or a technique to really do some of the things that you don't want to do, but you still have to do them. But as a coach, I might just give you one piece of solution that might help you solve this problem of not wanting to do something or having to do something, but still figuring out a way to do it, right? One of the ways to do that is to combine the things that you don't want to do or you don't like doing with the things that you like doing. For example, if you don't like figuring out your finances, you can go, and if you do like going to a coffee shop and getting a coffee, you can go to a coffee shop and do your finances, right? So that's one common technique, but I don't even believe in giving out solutions like that because that's not what I do. That's not what we do as mindset coaches. We just help you become more aware of an underlying problem. And I'm sure if you have figured out, oh, actually my problem is I'm not being serious about meeting my goals, then figuring out how to get there is actually the easy part. Like actually shining light to what the real problem is the hard thing to do, right? And that's what mindset coaches actually truly do. So if you are interested in joining one of our sessions that happen on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. EST, I'm gonna leave a registration link down below. And if you're a college student interested in our community, joining us in our mindset sessions, the free mindset sessions, join us there. And I will see you next time. Bye now.